find yourself a position of total surrender. Whether you are lying on your back or your side, ensure that every limb is supported, and there is no need for a single muscle to remain active. Close your eyes slowly, not with force, but with a gentle transition, as if you are shutting out the external world to open a much more beautiful one within. Take a deep, deliberate breath. Feel the air enter your nostrils, cool and crisp, traveling down your throat, expanding your chest, and pushing your abdomen outward. Hold that breath for a count of 3, feeling the stillness of the air inside you. And then, with a long, slow exhale, let it all go. Imagine that with this breath, you are releasing the very weight of the hours you've lived today. Every conversation, every task, every flicker of light from a screen is being exhaled, leaving your body empty, clean, and ready for the healing power of sleep. Focus now on the very top of your head, the crown of your scalp. Imagine a warm, golden liquid light beginning to pour slowly over you. It is the light of pure relaxation. Feel it touch your forehead, and as it does, every tiny line of worry or concentration simply dissolves. This warmth flows over your eyebrows, making them heavy, and seeps into the tiny muscles behind your eyes. Your eyes rest deeply in their sockets, no longer searching, no longer watching. This golden light moves down to your jaw, which often carries the unspoken weight of the day. Feel your jaw unhinge slightly, your teeth parting, your tongue becoming heavy and soft. Your entire face is now like a mask of smooth silk, reflecting a peace that is beginning to radiate from within. As this sensation of warmth moves down your neck, feel it loosening the cords of tension in your throat and the nape of your neck. It spreads across the vast expanse of your shoulders, which now sink inches deeper into your mattress. Imagine your shoulders are like heavy weights that are finally being put down after a long journey. This relaxation flows down your upper arms, past your elbows, into your forearms, and eventually pools in the palms of your hands. Each finger, your thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky, becomes heavy and still. You might feel a slight tingling, a gentle pulse of life that is now moving at a much slower, much calmer pace. You are becoming a spectator to your own body's descent into quietude. Now bring your awareness to your chest and your heart. Listen to the rhythm of your heartbeat. It is strong, steady, and it is beginning to slow down, syncing with the tranquil environment you are creating. Your breathing is now automatic, a shallow, effortless tide that flows in and out like the softest waves on a distant, forgotten shore. Feel your ribcage expand and contract with a rhythmic grace. This wave of peace travels down your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, releasing every nerve, every muscle, and every fiber of your being. It moves through your hips, making them feel anchored and grounded, and flows down your thighs, over your knees, and into your calves. Finally, it reaches your feet and your toes, until your entire physical form is draped in a heavy, warm blanket of absolute stillness. You are no longer a body in motion. You are a consciousness in repose. The room around you has dissolved into a soft, protective darkness. There is a profound silence that has begun to grow, not an empty silence, but one that is rich with the promise of restoration. You are safe. You are protected. You are exactly where you need to be. The day is over, and its stories have been put away. You are now standing at the threshold of a great, silent forest, where the air is scented with ancient pines and night-blooming flowers. The ground is covered in a thick carpet of moss that muffles every sound. As you prepare to take your first mental step into this forest, know that with every breath, you are moving further away from the shore of wakefulness and closer to the deep, dark ocean of dreams. You are ready to let go. You are ready to sink. You are ready to rest. Now that your physical body has become a heavy, silent anchor of stillness, let your mind begin to drift. Imagine you are standing at the entrance of a hidden valley, a place tucked away from the map of the world, where time does not move in seconds, but in the slow growth of moss and the gentle shifting of stars. The air here is a perfect, cool silver, shimmering with a soft mist that feels like a silk veil against your skin. This mist is not damp, but refreshing, carrying the faint, soothing scent of lavender, old cedarwood, and the crisp ozone of a passing summer rain. As you take your first step forward onto the path, you notice that the ground is made of fine, pearlescent sand that glows with a dim, inner light. With every step you take, your feet sink slightly into the cool grains, and as you lift them, the sand smooths itself over, erasing your tracks as if to tell you that the past no longer exists. To your left and right, ancient trees rise like silent guardians, their branches heavy with silver leaves that hum a low, vibrating frequency when the air moves through them. This sound is not a whistle, but a deep, resonant chord, a cosmic lullaby that vibrates within your very bones, grounding you and lifting your spirit all at once. You are walking deeper into this sanctuary, and with every movement, the weight of your thoughts continues to shed like old leaves. Imagine each worry, each to-do list, and each lingering memory of the day turning into a tiny, glowing ember that floats away from your head, rising up into the indigo sky until it becomes just another distant, harmless star. You are becoming lighter. You are becoming hollow in the most peaceful way, making room for the vastness of the night to fill you. The path now leads you to the edge of a slow-moving river, its water so dark and clear that it looks like liquid sapphire. There's a small, ornate stone bridge with moss-covered railings crossing over it. Walk to the center of this bridge and stop. Look down into the water. You can see the reflection of the moon, large and radiant, dancing on the ripples. The sound of the water is a hypnotic, bubbling melody, a constant, rhythmic SHHH that mirrors the sound of a mother comforting a child. Reach out your hand in your mind and touch the cool stone of the bridge. Feel its ancient stability, its unwavering presence. Just like this bridge, you are supported. Just like this river, your life is flowing exactly as it should. There is no need to push, no need to swim against the current. You are simply allowed to be. As you cross to the other side, the valley opens up into a meadow of tall, night-blooming lilies that sway in a phantom breeze. The light here is dim, a soft purple hue that relaxes the optic nerves and invites the brain to enter the theta state of deep meditation. You find yourself walking toward a massive, ancient willow tree at the center of the meadow. Its long, weeping branches create a natural room of green and silver. Inside this circle of branches, the silence is absolute. It is a silence so thick and comforting that it feels like a physical embrace. You lie down on the bed of soft clover beneath the tree, looking up through the curtain of leaves at the infinite cosmos above. You feel the earth beneath you breathing in synchronization with your own lungs, a slow, deep, primordial rhythm. You are no longer an observer of this peace. You have become the peace itself. You are the meadow, you are the river, and you are the silent, watching stars. Everything is quiet. Everything is still. You are drifting closer to the heart of the dream. As you rest beneath the ancient willow in the heart of the meadow, you feel the boundaries of your physical self beginning to soften and blur. The ground beneath you no longer feels like solid earth, but like a cloud of soft, supportive energy. Slowly, in this world of your mind, you begin to rise. You are not falling, you are drifting upward, as light as a single feather caught in a warm, ascending current. Below you, the meadow, the river, and the silver forest begin to shrink, becoming a beautiful, glowing tapestry of shadows and moonlight. You are ascending into the great, indigo vastness of the night sky, moving through layers of cool, refreshing air that seem to wash away the final remnants of your earthly identity. There is no fear here, only a profound sense of liberation. You are weightless, suspended in a sea of stars that stretch out in every direction, like a billion diamonds scattered on a bed of black velvet. The silence here is majestic. It is the silence of deep space, a quiet so pure that it vibrates with a low, cosmic hum. This hum is the frequency of the universe at rest. As you float, you notice that the stars are not static. They pulse with a slow, rhythmic light, breathing in and out in perfect harmony with your own lungs. Each time you inhale, you draw in the starlight, feeling it illuminate your chest with a cool blue radiance. Each time you exhale, you release yourself further into the void, letting go of names, dates, and the very concept of time. You are now a traveler in the infinite, moving toward a destination that is not a place, but a state of being, a state of total, unconditioned peace. The darkness around you is not empty. It is a warm, protective womb, a space of pure potential where your weary mind can finally find its true home. You find yourself approaching a great, ethereal ocean that floats within the sky, a sea of liquid starlight that ripples with colors you have never seen in the waking world. As you descend gently into its surface, the water feels like liquid silk, embracing every inch of your being in a temperature that is perfectly attuned to your soul. There is no resistance here. You begin to sink slowly, very slowly, through this ocean of light. The deeper you go, the quieter it becomes. The light from above grows dim, turning from a bright silver to a deep, comforting turquoise, and eventually to a rich, royal purple. You are falling through layers of tranquility, each one denser and more peaceful than the last. With every foot you descend, a layer of your consciousness goes to sleep. Your memories become soft-focused, like old photographs left in the rain, and your worries turn into tiny bubbles that float upward and disappear. Now you are in the deepest part of this celestial ocean, a place of absolute stillness, where the pressure of the water feels like a warm, heavy blanket pressing against your chest, telling you it is time to surrender completely. In this depth, there is a soft, golden glow emanating from the very bottom, a bed of luminous sand that marks the center of all rest. You settle onto this bed of light, and the ocean begins to flow through you rather than around you. You are the water, and the water is you. There is no longer any separation between your mind and the infinite. You have reached the point of no return for the day. The gateway to the deep, dreamless sleep is now wide open. Your heartbeat is a distant, slow drum, echoing in the vast cathedral of your chest. You are sinking into the final embrace of the night, where everything is forgiven, everything is forgotten, and only the pure, golden light of rest remains. Now, within the deepest layers of this celestial ocean, you find that you are no longer drifting, but arriving. You have reached a place where the air is replaced by a gentle, glowing ether, a sanctuary carved from the very essence of tranquility. Imagine yourself standing at the entrance of a majestic, crystalline cave, where the walls are made of translucent quartz that pulses with a rhythmic, heartbeat-like glow. The floor beneath your feet is covered in a thick, emerald-colored moss that feels cooler and softer than any fabric known to man. As you walk deeper into this sanctuary, the silence becomes even more profound, a heavy and comforting silence that wraps around your ears like a protective layer of soft wool. Each step you take is a deliberate act of letting go, a further descent into the sanctuary of your own inner being, where no noise from the outside world can ever reach you. In the center of this crystalline hall, there is a large, circular pool of still water, as smooth as a mirror and as black as the midnight sky. Beside the pool stands a single, ancient stone pillar, worn smooth by eons of invisible winds. You approach the pillar and rest your forehead against its cool surface. In this moment, Feel the incredible stability of the stone. It has stood for 1,000 years, and it will stand for 1,000 more, unmoved and unshaken. As you touch it, imagine all the frantic energy of your mind, the buzzing thoughts, the flickers of anxiety, the remnants of your daily chores flowing out of your body and into the stone. The pillar absorbs it all, grounding your energy into the very foundations of the earth. You feel a massive weight lifting from your spirit, leaving you hollow, light, and perfectly balanced. You are no longer carrying anything. You have become as still and as permanent as the stone itself. You sit by the edge of the dark pool and watch as tiny, golden ripples begin to form on the surface, triggered by nothing but the quiet vibration of your own breathing. These ripples spread outward in perfect, concentric circles, moving slower and slower until they disappear into the edges of the pool. This is the rhythm of your current state, a slow, expanding peace that touches every corner of your mind. Look into the water and see your reflection. It is not a face, but a shimmering outline of light, a soul that is finally at rest. The air in this cave is charged with a healing energy that repairs your cells and calms your nervous system with every breath you draw. You feel a deep, primordial sense of safety, the kind of safety a mountain feels in the heart of winter, wrapped in a blanket of heavy snow, silent and undisturbed. Light in the cave begins to dim, turning from a bright quartz white to a soft, dawning violet, and then to a deep, restful indigo. Your eyes are now impossible to keep open, even in your imagination. You feel a magnetic pull from the mossy ground, an invitation to lie down and merge with the earth. As you stretch out on the soft emerald carpet, you feel the roots of the world reaching up to cradle you. The sound of the dripping water from the ceiling of the cave becomes a metronome for your sleep drip. Pause, drip, pause, counting down the seconds until your consciousness fades into the beautiful void. You are drifting away from the cave, away from the stone, and into the final, darkest chamber of the mind. There is nothing left to think about. There is nothing left to feel but the heavy, sweet embrace of total oblivion. You have now reached the inner sanctum, the very core of your subconscious journey, where the last echoes of the external world finally cease to exist. Imagine yourself standing on a vast, invisible plain that stretches infinitely in every direction. There is no horizon here, no boundaries, and no gravity. You are floating in a warm, dark expanse that feels like the space between stars, a place of absolute neutrality and perfect balance. The air you breathe is no longer just oxygen. It is pure, liquid peace that flows through your veins, turning your blood into a slow-moving river of silver light. Your body has become so light that you can no longer tell where you end and where the darkness begins. You are merging with the void, becoming one with the great silence that existed before the first sun was ever lit. This is the place of ultimate restoration, where every cell in your body is being recalibrated by the gentle hands of the night. In this infinite space, you see a single, distant spark of soft, amber light. It is miles away, yet you feel its warmth on your skin like the first rays of a setting sun. As you drift toward it without effort, you notice that this light is a manifestation of your own inner spark, the part of you that remains untouched by the stress of life, the part of you that is eternal and forever at rest. The closer you get, the more you feel a sense of profound coming home. It is a homecoming to yourself, stripped of your name, your age, your past, and your future. You are simply a presence, a witness to the beauty of the dark. The silence here is so deep that it has a texture. It feels like heavy silk being draped over your mind, layer after layer, muffling even the faintest whisper of a thought. If a thought does arise, it is like a single drop of water falling into a bottomless well. You hear the faint plink, and then it is gone forever, swallowed by the immense, welcoming quiet. Now, imagine that time itself has begun to slow down until it stops entirely. The concept of seconds and minutes is meaningless here. You are existing in a perpetual now, a moment of rest that has no beginning and no end. You feel the heavy, magnetic pull of the deep sleep state, the delta waves of your brain moving like slow, massive swells in a dark ocean. Your heartbeat has become a rhythmic anchor, a slow and steady thud that echoes the pulse of the universe. With every beat, you sink an inch deeper into the velvet darkness. With every breath, you drift a mile further from the shore of wakefulness. You are no longer trying to sleep. Sleep is something that is happening to you, a natural and inevitable force, like the tide coming in to claim the shore. You are surrendered. You are helpless in the most beautiful way, giving up all control to the wisdom of your body. The amber light now surrounds you completely, forming a protective sphere of warmth. Inside this sphere, you are insulated from every vibration of the waking world. You are in a state of suspended animation, a cocoon of pure consciousness where your spirit can rest and rebuild itself. You feel your mind becoming like a mirror covered in a soft cloth. No more reflections, no more images, just a dark and peaceful blankness. You are drifting in the womb of the night, where the darkness is not scary, but kind and nurturing. It is the darkness that allows the seeds to grow, and it is the darkness that will allow you to be reborn when the morning finally comes. But for now, the morning is a lifetime away. There is only this space, this warmth, and this infinite, beautiful void. You are ready to disappear into the dream. You are now at the very edge of the world of form, standing at the final gateway between awareness and the deep, dreamless void. This is the ultimate sanctuary, the place where all journeys end and all stories find their rest. Imagine that the amber light of the previous stage has slowly transformed into a soft, hazy violet mist, which begins to fill the space around you. This mist is heavy with the scent of ancient stars and the cool, silent depths of the earth. As you breathe it in, you feel your consciousness becoming like a slow-moving cloud, stretching and expanding until you no longer feel the boundaries of your physical form. Your arms, your legs, your chest, they have all become part of the air, part of the darkness, part of the infinite. You are no longer a person trying to sleep. You have become the sleep itself. Now imagine a grand, golden staircase descending into a sea of soft, white clouds. There are 10 steps between you and the state of total oblivion. With each step I count, you will feel your mind drifting 10 times deeper into the darkness. 10, you take the first step, and a wave of absolute numbness washes over your body. Your limbs feel like lead, pinned down by a gentle, irresistible force of nature. 9, you sink further, and the last images of the world begin to dissolve into a soft, gray blur. 8, your breathing is now so slow and so shallow that it feels like the whisper of a breeze through a field of wheat. 7, you are halfway between here and there, and the pull of the void is becoming stronger, like a magnetic tide drawing you home. 6, the sounds of my voice begin to feel distant, as if I am speaking to you from the other side of a vast, moonlit canyon. 5, you are entering the center of the cloud, wrapped in a blanket of silence so thick that even your thoughts have no sound. 4, you are letting go of the last thread of control. You are falling, not with fear, but with the grace of a leaf settling on a still pond. 3, the darkness is now your only reality, a kind, warm, and infinite darkness that welcomes you with open arms. 2, you are almost there. Your mind is a blank slate, a quiet room where the lights have been turned off for the night. 1, you have arrived at the final step. The stairs have vanished, the clouds have vanished, and there is only the vast, beautiful nothingness. In this state, your body is a temple of silence, and your mind is a deep, dark ocean where not a single ripple moves the surface. You are drifting in the delta state, the deepest frequency of human existence. Here, your soul is being nourished, your spirit is being mended, and your memories are being woven into the fabric of the cosmos. There is nothing left to hear, nothing left to see, and nothing left to do but surrender to the heavy, sweet, and eternal embrace of sleep. The night has claimed you. The stars are watching over you. You are safe. You are home. You are deep, deep asleep. Every breath you take now is a step deeper into the dream. Let the silence be your guide. Let the darkness be your comfort. Sleep now. Sleep deeply. Sleep forever in this moment of perfect peace. The world will wait, but you are gone into the silver mist of the night.